Storm Desmond is continuing to produce a dangerous combination of very strong winds and exceptionally heavy rainfall.
Carlisle's biscuit factory and one of the city's biggest employers was flooded, cutting production which has still not fully resumed.
The devastation of the flood in Cumbria was all over the news, so I woke up to that and quickly phoned the team to find out we had a real problem.
The site was under 1.5 metres of river water.
The place was surrounded by police, fire service.
We talked through what had happened, where we were up to and what the next step should be.
First thing is you worry about people, because when you hear about flooding and our employees and housing, there's this human concern about are people okay? So the whole thing was quite dramatic in terms of the speed at which the news came.
That meant assembling an agile team that could really work quite closely with RSA to make sure that we could authorise, approve, spend and really crack on as quickly as we could with the relief effort.
I was one of the first people in with head torches and torches. You couldn't see a thing.
It's quite key to get down there and see it for yourself because it actually brings it alive.
We set ourselves right away a target to say we try and be up and running by early January.
So it wasn't just a case of being able to go in on day one and switch all the electrics back on. It took quite a long time to get electricity in place, to get water in place, to get sewage in place, because all of that infrastructure, that wider infrastructure, had been affected.
The plan put in place to get the factory back up and running on this loss is like a critical path mitigation plan.
We thought, well, if we get this right, we can do it in 4 months. The key to our recovery was getting organised, getting structured, bringing the right resource at the right time.
It's amazing, in times of crisis, you realise how important biscuits are.
The fact that you can't have a ginger nut with your cup of tea in a night is just the end of the world, isn't it?
The British nation is absolutely wedded to these iconic products, so all of a sudden to have this site not able to produce, it was something that was covered by national press as well as local media.
Not just how do you get your premises back in operation, but how do you get your business back to where it was. You're talking about somebody cleaning every individual nut and bolt on a machine. It meant that they felt involved in putting that business back together.
We put the Christmas lights up to say, have a cracking Christmas, everybody.
My word, Prince Charles is coming to see us.
It really was a great boost to the workforce and the community. By the first week in January, we actually had some gold bars leaving the site. In about 8 weeks, we had most of the lines running.
What they picked out was the huge team effort.
Working together as a team, communicating well, regular meetings and just understanding the case and being prepared to put that input in to make it all come together.
I think our service is important to Pladis because we can give them a holistic view of risk across all of their business operations